My 09 Chronicles Gold spend character is still going strong. Today we will cover my progress from stage 114 to 134. For the earlier stages or to understand what this is all about, you can check part 1 and 2. I'm Webs and welcome to my channel. At the end of part 2 I seemed stuck at stage 114 and I had to combine my ideas to pass it. My final setup was using speed on the sword, defense on the chest, neck and one ring, attack on the belt and a Finard spell ring. But to beat it I also had to use 2 attack sticks and the crit tuna can. For stages 115 to 118 I used the exact same setup, especially the food. Since the ring on 117 is not any better than my old one, I had to brute force my way further with food. While I fought in the arena to get ingredients to make food, I found materials to craft a spell gladiator sword Earth. It seemed like using my old sword with speed was working quite fine with some attack food, so I kept going like that. 119 is the first really brutal stage. Since you have to defeat 2 bosses with huge health, the spell sword was a must, so I kept farming stage 111 for the mats, since that's the best one I could reliably beat. It took me 8 crafts to get one, but I got an almost max roll, so that's great. Once I had the spell sword, I switched my gear a bit. I kept defense on my chest and one ring, but I changed my belt to speed and my neck to hit, since I will count on my spells to cast now instead of grinding them down with normal attacks. Using this gear plus health food, I managed to beat stage 119 and 120 from the first try, and I also beat 121 with some more food in the tummy. For the next few days, I mostly focused on fighting in the arena to get some more ingredients so I can make food. I struggled to farm rings because I can't always get 2 stars on any of the stages from 117 on, and with the old gear and free health food I managed to beat 122 and 123. I had to craft 5 option 2 fire rings to get hit, and some more mana necks to get defense. Using these 2 and 3 health foods, I managed to clear stage 124. 125 went with the same gear, but I used 2 health and 1 attack food. That level might have been possible without any buffs, but I needed too much luck. 126 and 127 also dropped. 127 actually from the first try, without even using any buffs. That defense on the neck made all the difference, and bosses are easier to kill with a spell sword than the normal stages. 128 seemed possible without food also, using the same old gear, so I just let it run to also gain some more levels. I found it done in under 15 attempts. 129 worked with the same gear, but I used 2 health and 1 attack buffs. At 130 I gave up the spell ring for 1 with attack. I also switched to a leather chest Earth with defense. I also got 1 chest with the defense spell, but that proved to be trash once again. When the spell is on, it's not going bad, but as soon as the buff expires, you might die instantly, so I prefer the constant stat for sure. 141 to 143 went down without using any food, I just let it run. Overall, the last week has been going way better than I expected. Kyler should be fat by now by the amount of food eaten, but the combo of spell sword with stack defense and health food is super strong. 134 seems like a hard wall for now. That's a shame, since right after this one the heavy fire sword unlocks, and that is a huge upgrade. But if nothing else works, I'll go back to farm ingredients to craft perfect rolls of everything. I already have a pretty max spell sword, a max defense neck and quite good rolls on everything else with what I consider the best combo. But I can smell level 150 from here, so I will find a way to get there. Thanks for grinding with me, and see you next week, hopefully with some more progress on our Zero NCG project.